And we do have some breaking news to report, and it's extremely sad. Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the actor most famous for his role as Bill Cosby's son, Theodore Huxtable, on the NBC hit sitcom The Cosby Show in the 80s and early 90s, has died. Police say he drowned.
Hey, besties. Welcome back to Social Talk with a Buzz. Today's story? It hurts. Because we just lost someone who helped shape our screens and our spirits. I'm talking about the one and only Malcolm-Jamal Warner, gone far too soon, and in the most tragic way. The story, heartfelt? Malcolm-Jamal Warner, the man we grew up watching as Theo on The Cosby Show, a poetic soul, a musician, a real one, died while on vacation in Costa Rica. He was just 54 years old. Now here's what happened. Malcolm was at Playa Grande, a beach known for its beauty, but also known for dangerous rip currents. He went swimming with a friend, but things went left fast. A rip current pulled them under. His friend made it out. Malcolm didn't. Even though bystanders, including a vacationing doctor, tried to save him, it was too late. The Costa Rican Red Cross pronounced him dead at the scene. He died from drowning. Now listen. At first, some folks were spreading rumors that his 8-year-old daughter was in the water with him. That is not true. Police confirmed that his daughter was safe and never entered the water. So let's not do that. Let's keep the story straight and the respect high. Emotional impact. This wasn't just an actor, y'all. Malcolm was a thinker, a man of words, a storyteller. He once said, "If nothing else, I want to be remembered as a good person." And I think we can all agree, mission accomplished. His death hit hard. You could feel it across social media. Tributes came pouring in from people like Angela Bassett. Beyoncé gave a quiet nod during her concert. That's the kind of impact this man had. This is also a wake-up call. Rip currents are no joke. And some beaches don't have lifeguards due to budget cuts or low priority. Malcolm's beach didn't. And that matters. We've got to be more aware and more careful out here, especially when we travel. Let's honor Malcolm by living boldly, loving deeply, and staying safe. Drop A in the comments if you grew up with Theo. Share a memory, a favorite role, a line he said that stuck with you. And as always, like, subscribe, and keep the buzz alive. This is Social Talk with a Buzz, and we're here to talk about life, love, and everything in between.
What's good? Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it. What? It's a beautiful day here. Shout out and just spread some love and some good cheer. And you know, life is out here lifing, right? For me and for everybody else. But just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Like if you just take a minute to stop and take stock, I guarantee you can find at least one reason to smile. And if for some reason you can't find a reason to smile, then that's probably the best time to be the reason for somebody else to smile. So, find a smile for yourself and be a reason for someone else to smile. That's all I got. Listen to love because it's been a minute. Peace and love, and I'll be back soon.
Found off the coast of Costa Rica yesterday while vacationing with his family. Warner was born in New Jersey and raised by his mother, who enrolled him in acting school. His role on The Cosby Show earned him an Emmy nomination in 1986. And then after The Cosby Show, Warner went on to direct and produce multiple television shows while playing music and writing poetry. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was 54.
$95. Dad, the salesman said this will last a lifetime. And just think, if I live to be 90, that's about $1 a year.
Malcolm-Jamal Warner, an actor who rose to fame as the beloved Theo Huxtable on 8 seasons of The Cosby Show, died on Sunday. Officials say the 54-year-old was swimming at a Costa Rican beach when he was swept away by a powerful current. Bystanders tried to rescue him, but he was pronounced dead at the scene.
Mom, I wanted my eggs scrambled.
Coming right up.
The world watched as Warner grew up on The Cosby Show, earning him an Emmy nomination, seen by many as America's son.
In terms of the things that continue to perpetuate
the negative stereotype of people of color. We've always had the Cosby Show to hold up against that.
I spoke with Warner's TV dad, Bill Cosby, yesterday.
What do you want people to remember about him?
Oh, boy. He was never afraid to go to his room and study and make sure he followed whatever he had learned in the acting school he went to.
Cosby said the fictional father and son last spoke about 3 months ago, chatting about Warner's successful pivot to music.
He was very proud of what he had done.
Warner was a Grammy winner.
And aren't you tired of being hustled and played?
And was nominated for another Grammy for Best Spoken Word Poetry.
And aren't we all tired of crying about how hard it is to be black in America, even if it looks like we've got it made?
He is survived by his daughter and wife. He recently reflected on his legacy during a podcast.
With all of the darkness in the world, it is possible to maintain your soul and be a good person.
This is where the Cosby Show star Malcolm-Jamal Warner's life suddenly and shockingly ended over the weekend. You can see right now there's a red flag blowing in the wind here. That is a warning that people should not be swimming in these waters, and you can see some choppy waves out here. A source close to Warner tells NBC News that he was here with his wife and his young daughter. They were on vacation, and then on Sunday afternoon, things went horribly wrong. Authorities say that a current pulled him out to sea. People were able to get him back on land, but by then he had no vital signs. Authorities say it appears that he died from asphyxia by submersion. So this is the beach where all this unfolded, but really, as soon as you get here, even before you get onto the beachhead, you can see some warning signs for people who are coming to enjoy the day here. It says, Corrientes de resaca todo el año. Basically warning people there is a current here throughout the year. You can see there are warnings for surfers, there's warnings about wave conditions, and then take a look at this massive sign says you can survive a rip current. Clearly, they're warning people about the conditions that can develop, and unfortunately, the conditions appear to have pulled out Malcolm-Jamal Warner over the weekend. The source close to Warner says all signs point to this being a tragic accident, and now Warner's wife, according to that source, is trying to get his body back to the United States so they can prepare for a funeral.
The very first episode of this show, Malcolm-Jamal Warner was a guest on.
We were talking about this yesterday.
It's just so sad and crushing, and you don't realize I literally, even though I didn't know him, grew up with this man. You know, like, we were 14 years old together, only he was a big TV star, and I was watching him, and I just sort of followed his entire career and just always really, really had, like, a fondness for him.
Daddy, allow me to introduce you to my Malcolm.
Young man, I love my daughter very much. Please state your intentions, and they'd better be to my liking.
Well... Oh, I see I'm in for a fun evening.
Let's see what you're made of, son. Have a seat at my table.
Oh, okay. Sir, your choice in tables perfectly reflects the taste of a man whose collected portfolio grew 22.6% last year.
Well, actually, it was 22.8, but I appreciate how seamlessly you worked it into conversation.
Malcolm owns his own bar, Daddy.
Oh, that's wonderful. You want money from me, don't you, son?
Well, honestly, I never imagined that we'd be talking business tonight, sir. But coincidentally, I do have a prospectus with me that details the growth potential of a Malcolm McGee sports bar franchise nationwide.
Just happened to have it with you.
Oh, yeah, believe him, Daddy. He showed it to me on our first date.
I met my wife through a mutual friend. I've never second-guessed it. We've been together almost 10 years, and we have never had a fight, an argument, a raised voice, or a harsh word said to one another.
In 10 years?
and it's not like we agree on everything.
Right.
She's black and Puerto Rican. I've seen her with her family.
Yes.
Like, yeah, the smoke is there, the spice is there, but we're just, I think because we met later in life.
Malcolm met his wife at age 45 while on hiatus from dating. Just 2 months ago, he shared the evolution of their love story on the podcast Hot and Bothered with Melissa Ford.
So our first date, I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna have kids. And she said, I'm definitely having kids. 5.5 months later, I said, what do you think we're starting a family?
What? Why? What was the epiphany 5 months later?
I was like, if I'm going to have a kid, this is the person that I would want to have it with.
They had one daughter together who's now 7. Malcolm kept his life with him incredibly private, only posting a few photos of his daughter over the years, and only posting this one image with his wife, both her identities still unknown to the public.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. So, we gotta ask you, Theo Huxtable, growing up, we all watched you. Do you feel like you are forever Theo? Is that something that you've embraced, or do you feel like you're kind of past holding on to that?
That's a part of history. That's a part of television history, television royalty.
Right.
So I'm very glad to have been a part of that.
Right. Do you feel like it's helped you in getting other roles, or do you feel like you're maybe when you walk into audition, people are like, Theo? Have you ever anyone?
I'm past that, but I've spent a lot of my career moving past that, and I've done a lot of work since that show. That has shown, I've got a body of work beyond,
of course,
Theo to show that, that longevity has always been part of the plan.
I love that. So it hasn't been a hindrance. It's actually been pretty good for you.
It's been, yeah. I mean, there's give and take and everything, but it's something that it's an experience that I